Is that as complete a game as your team has played in a really long time?
I mean, you watch us. Probably. Like, I mean, for a full 60, yeah, like I think so. I don't remember the last time we played quite as good of a game as that. And having said that, it was nail biter still, right? So it's the playoffs.
Sorry, in a series like this that's been back and forth, the fifth game is the time that someone asserts themselves, right? The time for a team to really grab hold of a series. You feel like you accomplished that tonight?
Yeah, this is a really tough building to win in. I mean, I don't know how many games they dropped at home this year, and obviously we found something in that last game, and we carried it over into this game, and we're able to throw out any line against any matchup. I think that's really important in this time of year. We're a pretty balanced attack, even though we rely heavily on our big guys. I think tonight guys stepped up, made plays, huge goal by Yanni's line there. Yeah, I just thought on picks and net, I think everybody just took a step, and collectively we looked, as good as we have.
Zach, what allowed you guys to get to that A game as a team as quickly as you did? Because obviously it's been a bit of a struggle to get going early in the series.
Hockey's funny. It's you can carry over momentum. Each game's different, and you don't necessarily carry over momentum each game. But when you're feeling good, when you have consistency, when you start to find chemistry with your line mates, I think you start to be able to play and roll lines over, and everybody feels like they're contributing. And I thought tonight, like I said, everybody chipped in. Everybody, when they were out there, did their job. It was probably the best performance, probably this year that we've had. And like I said, having said that, it was only a 2-1 game, so it takes everybody.
You mentioned your goaltender. He didn't have a lot of work, but he did make a few big saves, and he made a few timely saves. What would you say about kind of the work that he had to put in an effort where you guys kind of tilted the ice?
Solid. I mean, 6-on-5 too. They had possession there for a while. Made all the saves he needed to make. Obviously, I think it was like a double tip on the power play goal, so tough to save that one when it changed direction twice on you. But other than that, I mean, if your goalie lets in one goal, you're in pretty good shape.
What does it mean to have a goaltender who's he's a backup, but he doesn't play like a backup, and that gives you probably some confidence, I guess, that you have two guys like that.
I mean, he had over 20 wins, so he played a lot of hockey this year. He's felt good. We've played well in front of him. I think both Stu and Cal give us a chance to win, and when they're both feeling it, like you saw the performance tonight, like Pix is just making every save he needs to make, and as a player, that gives you confidence that if you go out and do your job, then everything's going to work out. So
let's go to the last game for a quick minute. With 1 minute left, you guys are down by 1, and it looks like you guys are coming here down 3-1. You guys obviously tie it, win it, and now you guys have an opportunity to win on Thursday. Can you maybe talk about the margins in the Stanley Cup playoffs and how fine they can truly be and what it takes to win?
Yeah, I mean, when we were down 2-0, everybody pretty much wrote us off. We didn't look great in the first 2 games. Didn't look great in the third game for 2 periods, obviously. But I think we just rely on our experience as a group and knowing that if you just don't go away, if you just keep believing, you give yourself a chance to win. And the playoffs are an emotional roller coaster, and for both teams, and you got to make sure you're able to steady yourself even after a win like tonight. It's back to business, same old. We've been here before. We have a huge opportunity to close it out at home, and that's where the mindset is now.
Zach, looking down at the other end of the ice, Kemper had himself a pretty good game. That can be really deflating for an offensive side. What's the key to overcoming that when he's making those kind of saves?
Just keep going. I mean, I think, like I said, in the playoffs, there are games where you have 10 shots and you win. We've done that. And then there are games when you have 45 and you're only able to score 2, and you just have to stick with it. You don't know what type of game it's going to be, but if we play like the way we played tonight, we're going to be on the right side of things more often than not. And obviously, he played pretty well to keep him in it, and our guy played pretty well too. So it was a good game.